Hi friends, my name is Milan Dolaria. In this video, I will explain you exercise 4.2, question number 1 and question number 2. So let's start it with question number 1. First of all, read this question. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization. Now factorization method means our middle term splitting method. Okay, middle term splitting and factorization both are same, and we already learned this method in chapter 2, right? Exercise 2.2. In that we find the zeros of the polynomial by using middle term splitting method, right? So middle term splitting and factorization both are same, so we already learned this method in chapter number 2. Okay, so let's start it. First of all, question number 1, x square minus 3x minus 10. Now factorization. First of all, we need to multiply our last term, that means constant term, and coefficient of x square. Here nothing is there, so we can write 1, right? Coefficient of x square, it is 1. Now 1 multiply constant term minus 10. So 10 ones are 10, plus minus minus. Now we need to factorize the 10. Okay, and here negative sign is there. That means we want such that type of factor of 10. If we subtract it, then we get our middle term, it is 3. Okay, so factor of 10, and if we subtract it, then it gives our middle term 3. Okay, now factor of 10, 5 2s are 10, right? And 5 minus 2, 3. So we can use this factor. So 5 and 2. Okay, 2 factor 5 and 2. Here negative sign is there, that's why we use subtraction process. Second thing, here negative sign is there, so we need to give different sign to our two factors. We need to give different sign to our two factors. Here middle term sign, it is minus, right? Middle term sign is minus. So this minus sign we need to give to our big factor. Okay, middle term sign we need to give to our big factor. Here our big factor is 5, so we need to give minus sign to 5. Okay, then we need to give different sign to 2. Here we give minus sign to 5, so here we need to give plus sign. So our 2 factor minus 5 and plus 2. So our first term remains as it is. Now middle term splitting, so in place of minus 3x, we need to write our 2 factor, it is 5x and 2x, minus 5x and plus 2x, right? Because our 2 factor are minus 5 and 2, that's why. And last term as it is, minus 10. We only need to split our middle term, that's why it is called middle term splitting. Okay, now from first two term, we can take x as a common, right? We can take x as a common because x is present in both this term. Now we take x as a common, so 1x is cut from here and 1x is cut from our second term. So now in first term x is remaining, okay, then negative sign, and here 5. Okay, so x minus 5. Now from last two terms, before that we can directly put this bracket here, x minus 5. Okay, then we need to look over a third term, it is plus 2x. Here x is present in bracket, so plus 2 we need to write before the bracket. Okay, first of all directly write down this bracket, x minus 5. Okay, then look at the third term, it is plus 2x, so write down this plus 2x here. Okay, now if you multiply this 2 with this bracket, then 2 multiply 2x, sorry, 2 multiply x 2x, and 2 5s are, it is 10 plus minus minus, it is already there, so we can write like this is equals to 0. Okay, now we can take x minus 5 as a common, right? Because this bracket is present in both this term, so x minus 5 common. So what is remaining? This x and here plus 2 is equals to 0. Okay, here x and plus 2. This is called factorization, because at last, first of all, we have three terms, right? X square minus 3x minus 10. Right now we have only single term, and we have here two factor, right? This is factorization method. At last we get a two factor, that's why. Okay, so x minus 5 and x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now from here we can say that means here x minus 5 x plus 2 is equals to 0. Now multiplication is equals to 0, so our first bracket is equals to 0, otherwise second bracket is equals to 0, right? So x minus 5 is equals to 0, otherwise x plus 2 is equals to 0. Because if one bracket is 0, then we get the answer 0, right? So here we need to think why we get answer 0. That means our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. Because if we multiply any number with 0, then we get 0. Okay, so our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. Now from here we can find the value of x, right? Transfer this 5 to right hand side, it becomes plus 5. And here transfer this plus 2 to the right hand side, it becomes minus 2. Okay, so x is equals to 5, otherwise x is equals to minus 2. This is called roots of equation, solution of equation, and zeros of equation. All these three terms are same. Okay, roots of equation, solution of equation, otherwise zeros of polynomial. Okay, in polynomial chapter, this is our alpha and this is our beta, right? Right now our two roots, it is x is equals to 5, otherwise x is equals to minus 2. Here this is a quadratic equation, that's why we get here two zeros. Okay, then question number 2, 2x square plus x minus 6 is equals to 0. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equals to 0. Now coefficient of x square, it is 2, and constant term minus 6. We need to multiply this 2. So 2 multiply minus 6, 6 2s are 12, plus minus minus. Okay, so now we need to factorize this. Now factor of 12, and here negative sign is there, so we need to subtract our two factor, and we want our middle term. Here nothing is there, that means only x we have, so we can say that 1x. Okay, so we need to find such that type of factor. If we subtract it, then we get 1. Okay, here 12 negative sign is there, so we need to use subtraction process, and we want answer as a 1. Okay, now factor of 12, 2 6 are 12, 6 to 2 6 and 3 4s are 12, right? 6 1s are 6, 12 1s are 12. These are the factors of 12. Okay, now 4 and 3. 4 minus 3, it is 1, because here 6 minus 2, it is 4. We do not want this. Here 12 minus 1, it is 11. We do not want this. But here 4 multiply 3, 12, and 4 minus 3, it is 1. That means our coefficient of middle term. So we need to use this factor, 4 and 3. Okay, here we have negative sign, right? Minus 12. So we need to give different sign to our two factors. Okay, and middle term sign we need to give to our big factor. Okay, middle term have minus plus sign, so this plus sign we need to give to our big factor. Our big factor is 4, so we need to give plus sign to 4, and opposite sign to 3, that means minus 3. So our two factors are plus 4 minus 3. Okay, so here 2x square, first term as it is. Now in place of middle term, we need to split into two terms, plus 4x minus 3x, and our last term as it is minus 6 is equals to 0. Now from first two terms we can take 2 as a common, right? And one x is common. So 2 is cut from here, one x is cut from here. Here 4 means 2 2s are. So one time 2 cut and one x cut. Okay, because already we take it common. That's why. Now what is remaining? Here x, then plus sign, and here 2, so x plus 2. Okay, so 2x in bracket x plus 2. Now same thing, same bracket we need to write here, x plus 2, and we need to look our third term, it is minus 3x. X is already present in the bracket, so minus 3 is remaining, so put minus 3 here. Okay, now minus 3 into x, it is minus 3x, and minus 3 into plus 2, it is minus 6, right? Means our arrangement is correct. Okay, is equals to 0. Now x plus 2 is same in both this bracket, right? So we can take it common. Then what is remaining? Here 2x, here minus 3. So in first bracket x plus 2, and in second bracket 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, this is our two factor, x plus 2, 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, now our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. Okay, so first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is 0. So x plus 2 is equals to 0, otherwise our second bracket 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, now transfer this plus 2 to the right hand side. So x is equals to minus 2, right? Now we need to solve this. So or first of all transfer this minus 3 to the right hand side. So 2x is equals to 3. Then for finding out x, transfer this 2 to the right hand side. It goes to the denominator. Okay, so 3 by 2. So our two answers are x is equals to minus 2, otherwise x is equals to 3 by 2. So these two are our roots of equation. Okay, solution of equation. Then question number 3. Under root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 under root 2 is equals to 0. Okay, under root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 under root 2 is equals to 0. Now first of all we need to multiply this constant term with coefficient of x square. Okay, we need to multiply this constant term with coefficient of x square. So 5 under root 2 multiply under root 2. Now under root 2 it's only 2, and 2 multiply 5 it is 10. Okay, plus plus plus. So we need to factorize this 10. Here we have positive sign, right? So we want such a that type of factor of 10. If we add it, then we want answer as a 7. Okay, we need to use addition process here. Okay, now 10. So factor of 10, it is 5 to the 10, right? And 5 plus 2 it is 7. So we can use this factor. Okay, 5 and 2. Now here positive sign we have, that means we need to give same sign to our two factor. Okay, here plus sign is there, so we need to give same sign to our factor. If negative sign is there, then we need to give different sign, and if plus sign is there, then we need to give same sign to our factors. Okay, and that same sign, it is of our middle term sign. Here our middle term have plus sign, so we need to give this positive sign to our both these factors. Okay, so our two factors are plus 5 and plus 2. Okay, now here under root 2x square, our first term remains as it is. Now in place of 7x, that means middle term, we need to write our two factor, so 5x plus 2x, and our last term as it is 5 under root 2 is equals to 0. Okay, now from first two terms we can take x as a common, right? From first two terms we can take x as a common, so what is remaining? Here 1x is cut from first term and 1x is cut from second term because we take it common, that's why. In examination, otherwise in notebook, you do not need to cut this. Okay, this is for the explanation only. This is our rough work. Okay, now what is remaining in first term? So under root 2x. Okay, then plus sign is there, and here we have 5. Okay, now same bracket we need to write again, and look at our third terms. Here we have 2x. Okay, x is already written here, and here it is written under root 2. Now we can write this 2 into under root 2 multiply under root 2. Okay, because under root 2 it is only 2, so you can write like this. Okay, now 1 under root 2 x is already written, that means 1 under root 2 we need to cut here. Okay, under root 2x is already there, so only under root 2 is remaining, so here we need to write plus under root 2. Okay, again here we have under root 2x, here we have 2x, so x is already present. Now for 2 we can write like this, under root 2 multiply under root 2, and 1 under root 2 is already written, so outside we need to write only 1 time under root 2. Okay, so under root 2 in bracket under root 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. Okay, now we can take x plus under root 2 as a common because it is present in both this term. So what is remaining? Okay, so what is remaining? Sorry, in our case, here we have x and under root 2x plus 5, right? Method is different, and here we take under root 2 as a common, and under root 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. Now here we have under root 2x plus 5 is present in both this term, so we can take it common. Okay, so this two bracket cut, so what is remaining? X plus under root 2, okay, is equals to 0. Now from here we can say that our first bracket is 0, otherwise second bracket is equals to 0. Okay, so here we have under root 2x plus 5 is equals to 0, otherwise x plus under root 2 is equals to 0. Now transfer this 5 to the right hand side. Okay, because here we need to try to find our x, so minus 5. Now transfer this under root 2 to the right hand side. Right now it is in multiplication. If we transfer it to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator, and here we need to transfer this under root 2 to the right hand side. It becomes minus under root 2. Okay, now in this case our answer is minus 5 upon under root 2. So under root is present in denominator, and this is our answer. Okay, so we need to rationalize it. So here minus 5 upon under root 2. Now multiply under root 2 and divide by under root 2, because we need to rationalize the denominator. Okay, that's why. So in numerator we get 5 under root 2, and in denominator under root 2 multiply under root 2, it is only 2. So this is our answer. This is our two roots of quadratic equation. Okay, minus 5 under root 2 by 2, otherwise minus under root 2. Okay, then question number 4. 2x square minus x plus 1 upon 8 is equals to 0. Here, first of all, we can take LCM. Okay. So this 8 is multiplied with this 2. So 16x square. Then 8 is multiplied with this x. So 8x. Here 8 is already present. So we only need to write the numerator plus 1 is equals to 0. Right, and divide by 8. But if we transfer this 8 to the right hand side, okay, then it goes to the multiplication, because right now it is in division. So 0 multiply 8, it is 0. Right, so our equation is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now we need to multiply this constant term with coefficient of x square. So 16 ones are 16. Okay, 16 ones are 16. And here we have positive sign. So 16 ones are 16. So plus 16 plus plus plus. Now we need to factorize this 16. Okay, we need to factorize this 16. And here plus sign is there. Then we need to use addition process. And we want answer as a 8. Okay, so we want such a that type of factor of 16. If we add it, we want 8. Then 4 4s are 16 and 4 plus 4 8. So we can use this factor. Okay, 4 4. Now here we have plus sign. So we need to give same sign to our both this factor, and that same sign it is of middle term, and middle term have minus sign. So we need to give minus sign to our both this factor. So minus 4 and minus 4. Okay, then 16x square. Now in place of middle term minus 8x, we need to write our two factor minus 4 x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now from first two term, we can take 4 as a common and x as a common. Here 16 means 4 4s are 16, so 1 4 is common, so we need to cut it. 1x is cut from here, and from second term 4x is cut because we already take it common. Okay, so we can take 4x as a common from first two terms. Now what is remaining in first term? So 4x is remaining. Okay, then negative sign. Here in second term, nothing is remaining, so we can write 1. Okay, now same bracket we need to write it again. And here in third term, we have minus 4x. Now 4x is already present here. Now only remaining is this negative sign, and nothing is remaining, so we need to write 1. Okay, again, first of all we need to copy this bracket here. Then here our third term minus 4x. So 4x we already have in bracket, so we need to put this minus sign here, and nothing is remaining, so 1. After that we can take 4x minus 1 as a common, right? So what is remaining? Here 4x and here minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, now here we get the same bracket, right? So 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. Otherwise 4x minus 1 is equals to 0. We get our two factors is same. Now for finding out x, just transfer this minus 1 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 1. And transfer this 4 to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator. So x is equals to 1 by 4. Similarly, here 4x is equals to 1 and x is equals to 1 by 4. So our two zeros are same. Okay, our two roots are same, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. Okay, then question number 5. 100x square minus 20x plus 1 is equals to 0. So first of all we need to multiply our constant term with coefficient of x square. So 100 ones are 100 and plus plus plus. Okay, so we need to factorize our 100. Now here we have plus sign, so we need to use addition process, and our middle term is 20, so we want answer as a 20. So we need to find such that type of factor of 100. If we add it, then we get 20. Okay, so our two factor are 10 and 10, because 10 multiply 10 100 and 10 plus 10 20. One more thing, here we have plus sign, So we need to give this. So we need to give a same sign to our both this factor. Okay, and this same sign is of middle term sign. Here our middle term is negative, so we need to give negative sign to our both this factor. So minus 10 and minus 10. Okay, now our first term remains as it is, 100x square. Then here in place of middle term we need to write our two factor, minus 10x and at last we have our last term plus 1 is equals to 0. Now from first two terms we can take 10 as a common and 1x as common, right? Because 100 means 10 tens are, so 110 we need to cut because we take it common, and 1x we need to cut here. Okay, and from second term 110 cut, 1x cut. Now what is remaining in first term? Here plus 10 into x, so it is 10x. Okay, 10 multiply x, it is 10x. And in second term nothing is remaining, so we need to write 1. Okay, now same bracket we need to write again, 10x minus 1. Okay, then here our third term is minus 10x. 10x is already present in bracket, but this minus sign is remaining, so we need to put this minus sign here and nothing is remaining, so 1. Okay, now we take 10x minus 1 as a common, right? So what is remaining? We need to cut this bracket, so what is remaining? Here 10x and here minus 1, so 10x minus 1 is equals to 0. In this question even we get these same brackets. Okay, so our first bracket is equals to 0, otherwise second bracket is equals to 0. Now transfer this minus 1 to the right hand side, so it becomes plus 1, and transfer this 10 to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator, so 1 by 10. Okay, same thing, same answer we can get from here, x is equals to 1 by 10. Okay, so we get the same answer, 1 by 10. Otherwise we can write like this, 10x minus 1 all square is equals to 0, because same bracket we get 2 times, that's why. Okay, then we need to take square root, so 10x minus 1 is equals to 0, because here left hand side square root of 10x minus 1 all square is equals to 10x minus 1, and right hand side square root of 0, it is 0. Now transfer 1 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 1, then transfer this 10 to the right hand side, 1 by 10. So if you do not want to write this 2 times, that means like this, so you can use this process. Okay, so our final roots of equation is equals to 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. Okay, thank you.